At this time, I'd like to introduce our Chief of Police from Plum Boro, Lanny Conley.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lanny. How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Great. Well, one of the things that we're doing is providing informational resources to the public with respect to the actions that are being taken by their local government in response to the COVID-19 or coronavirus outbreak. We'd like to get an understanding of what the police department is doing in response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, what we've initiated here with our department, we've provided officers with the necessary equipment, the N95 respirators, goggles, gloves, information from the CDC on specific measures that the police department should be taking when coming in contact with the public.
You talked about the N95 respirator. Is this the respirator that you're
Yes,
referring to?
that's the current device that our officers do have.
Excellent. And when would they actually take measures to wear these types of devices? Anytime
that there is a threat of an illness, if somebody is coughing when they're responding to a call, or they feel that there may be some type of transmission of bacteria, they would put those on. They would put the goggles on. The goggles would cover their eyes. And also gloves.
That's great. I'm glad they're taking those protective measures. One of the concerns that I know residents have are the constant calls for social distancing. What type of guidelines are you providing the officers in order to engage in that type of activity when they're responding to either criminal activity or in response to helping someone that may potentially be subject to the coronavirus?
Well, every situation is different, and you have to act accordingly depending on what the scenario is. I mean, if it's an arrest, we're going to have to, take action. We're going to have to put hands on somebody to take them into custody. If it's just, answering a complaint, our officers have been advised to use that 6-foot barrier and get the information that way. They don't have to be, right on top of a person. We still will be conducting traffic stops in our routine patrol activities as well as investigative measures. And each officer will give a traffic stop as an example. If they come in contact with an operator, they'll be asked to show their ID. The officer won't necessarily take it from them. And if a citation or a warning or something shall be issued, they'll do it through the U.S. Postal Service.
Have there been any additional guidelines from law enforcement agencies at the county or state level that you guys have adopted in response to the coronavirus?
It's just awareness. We had Brian Maloney from Plum EMS here speak to our officers and the staff here at the Borough Building yesterday, and he spoke about the different measures. If you do see somebody coughing or if there's droplets or something in the air, you want to keep your distance. And the main thing is it's common sense. It's wash your hands, disinfect your work areas, disinfect your vehicles, which we are having done professionally starting today. The entire patrol fleet is going to be disinfected, so we have a ground zero starting point, and the officers will maintain those vehicles from here on out.
Great, that's fantastic. Well, thank you. We really appreciate the time that you've provided and the information you're provided, and we certainly thank you for protecting and serving the residents of the borough.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.